Planet Dolan.
From the ghosts of little girls appearing in your car to a road where satanists hang out on regular, we look at 8 of the most haunted roads. Hello there. My name is Nixium, Lord of the Dead, and today I will be reading the words on this here piece of paper for your enjoyment. Number 8. When a highway runs through a giant forest that locals say hides monsters, the road will probably be haunted. The Pilliga Forest in Australia has long been rumored to house the monstrous Yowie of the Aussie folklore. But the highway that runs through it is home to some ghost sightings, specifically the ghost of the Pilliga Princess. She was actually a real person, a seemingly homeless lady that walked the road, often seen by truckers at night. That's how she got her nickname. But then, one night in 1993, she was killed when a truck hit her. And that is when the haunting started. Truckers swear that they still see the princess walking the roads late at night. Number 7. There's about 1 million roads that have been dubbed Dead Man's Curve, but most probably, they're not as bad as this one. Outside Cleveland, this road has been home to fatal accidents ever since horse-drawn carriages started using the roads in 1831. So it's not hard to see why people kinda think it's haunted. Most sightings involve a phantom Chevy Impala, the type of car that was involved in the curve's most famous accident, which killed 5 teenagers. But creepier than that is the sightings of a faceless hitchhiker who appears between 1:20 and 1:40 a.m. Witnesses have said that they have run over the ghost, who quickly gets back up and starts chasing after the car. All the sightings have claimed that he has only a black void where his face should be. Number 6. Combine creepy lights in the sky with a Native American legend and boom! You got the Devil's Promenade. This road near Hornet in Missouri is fairly mundane in the daytime, but when the sun goes down, that's when things get real. Often seen, and with photographs to prove it, there is this green floating orb that keeps appearing called a spook light. It changes in size, color, and shape, but it is mainly seen as a green sphere. Sightings of this go back as far as the 19th century, and the original legend around the orb that it is actually a ghost, specifically the spirit of a Native American who is looking for its partner. Number 5. If you are planning a trip to Kuala Lumpur anytime soon, make sure to stay far away from the Karak Expressway. Also known as the E8 Expressway, this busy road has seen its fair share of tragedy. In one pileup alone, 17 people were killed. It also has a fair share of ghosts. Some have seen a little wounded boy covered in blood and glass in his eyes, and they say if you try to help him, he will ask for his mommy and then vanish. Others have seen a phantom yellow VW Beetle that doesn't have anybody driving it, and if you try to overtake the Beetle, it soon appears in front of you again, and again, and again. But it's probably more believable that this thing is just Bumblebee from Transformers dicking around with people. Number 4. Sometimes a road won't just attract ghosts, but also every other weird damn thing you can think of. Clinton Road in New Jersey is home to devious forces of not only the paranormal, but also the, normal. Reports that Satanists and the Ku Klux Klan meet in the woods beside the road are pretty frequent, as have the reports of strange lights in the sky and phantom pickup trucks that appear and vanish. The most notable one is the ghost boy who hangs out at a bridge that the road crosses over. It's said if you leave a quarter in the middle of the road, later at midnight the ghost will return it to you. Jeez, all that and we haven't even gotten to the Hellhound sightings. Number 3. At least sometimes a road will be straight up front with you and have a perfect name to describe its evil nature. Shades of Death Road, which it is actually called, is in New Jersey, and it is host to many different paranormal sightings. One of which is a ghost lake right next to the road that generates wraith-like fog in the mornings. Then, there's the bridge where 2 ghost children have been seen playing in the middle of the road. But maybe it's Lenape Lane, a connected side road that is most disturbing. This dead-end road is home to a glowing white orb that appears only at night. If you come across it, it will chase you back down the road, and if you see it turn red, then you're dead. Number 2. And now we come to the chicken and the egg paradox of haunted roads, because that's a thing. Anyway, Tunman Road in Hong Kong is one of the biggest travel routes in the territory. Frequently jammed with traffic and fatal accidents, 21 people were killed in one bus accident alone. But some in the region argue that the high number of deaths are caused by drivers swerving to avoid ghost pedestrians. Locals also claim that the number of ghost walkers is increasing because more people are dying on the road from the ghosts. So what came first? The ghosts or the car accidents? We may never know. Number 1. Tons of fatal crashes? Check. Ghosts appearing on the road? Check. Dumping ground for serial killers? Check. Wakehurst Parkway near Sydney, like most on this list, has had its fair share of tragic accidents, but its reputation as a body dumping site is something else. On top of all of that, the parkway also has its own murderous ghost, a little girl in white named Kelly, who after midnight will appear in your car. Believers say that if this happens and you don't tell her to leave, your car will be forced off the road by forces or something. A taxi driver has also told a story about a nun appearing in the back of his car one night and then vanishing. Recently, a documentary crew went out to the road and reported strange occurrences, including the cast and crew getting suddenly ill. So, new question for the day. What is the best prank you have ever pulled? Let us know in the Reddit page linked below, and you might be featured in a future countdown. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you next time.
Most of the history of this place is a bit sketchy, but it seems like it's been abandoned for about 30 years. They even found some human organ tissue in jars that turned out to be kidney. Yum! Why was he collecting kidneys? Was he going to eat it with fava beans?